of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our agenda today is just the attorney. Anybody have any other additions? Mr. Marsh? Any other additions?
sorry.
No.
Tracy?
No,
Commissioner Clayman?
Can we have other additions?
I don't think
I
so,
don't think so, not unless it's
I don't
present.
think we can.
unless it changed the discussion.
Need a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda.
And moved by Commissioner Marsh to approve, second.
Second,
Second by Commissioner Clayman. All in favor, say aye.
aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay.
Is not here today. She sent the message saying she couldn't be here. She sent it to Ross and Cody.
Okay, well, Sally, I guess you called this, so.
Actually, you
Well, so, was it the last meeting or the meeting before? I was on jury duty at the last meeting, so I wasn't here. We had a motion to reach out to a employment law attorney. North Dakota Insurance Reserve suggested 3 lawyers they work with all the time. And talking with Ross Sundin, he suggested we contact Brian Schmidt. So I did reach out to him. He did a little bit of checking because his firm is working on one of the cases that Dunn County has, I guess, regarding the gravel pit, the Dan Zeisen gravel pit. So he wanted to make sure that there was no conflict. And he got back to me and said there is no conflict for him to advise us in this situation. So he presented us, I think you guys have it, with a retention letter that they would counsel us on the employment issue presently facing us. $250 per hour for partners, $220 per hour for associate attorneys, and $175 per hour for paralegals, which I feel that's pretty standard for attorney fees. So anyway, it's something that, the last meeting we didn't approve. We just said we would reach out and see if we could contact an employment law attorney. Talking with Aaron Burst, he thought that was a good idea. Ross thought it was a good idea. So that's what's before us now.
Any other comments?
I guess the other thing, rather than wait another 2 weeks or week and a half, that's why talking with Sally and just felt that it was a good idea to meet now. So if we are going to move forward with this, we have him on board now. So
Personally, I don't think another week would have hurt us any, but
So Tracy, can he take this on immediately, or is there a time frame?
it sounded like he could.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like something that's going to wait for weeks or months. So, and what that will look like, whether we have him counsel us in executive session as an attorney, where we can discuss, options, questions that we have about employment law. I guess I'd say this is something we just can't sweep under the rug. And I've heard from numerous employees, road employees, that it's just a very difficult situation right now. So, I don't know if anybody else has anything to. I guess with that, the reason we're here is, are we going to go ahead with this? So I would move that we sign the employment engagement letter with Brian Schmidt with Smith and Porsborg Attorneys out of Bismarck.
It's been moved by Commissioner Dolzall. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Commissioner Marsh. Any more discussion?
I guess, Mr. Chairman, I guess I got just a little bit of a problem with this is because our state attorney, our assistant state attorney, and our HR pretty much advised us what our options were. I guess if they don't feel that their options were right, then maybe I don't know why we got them. Because I think they're supposed to advise us. We got all three of them are on payroll, and that's what their jobs are, is to tell us what to do. And if they don't feel like, if Ross doesn't feel like he's capable of doing it, maybe he should get the advice from this guy or HR. I just don't see where putting more money out until we know exactly what's going on is the taxpayer's best interest. So that's just my opinion.
Any more discussion?
Mr. Chairman, talking with the Assistant State's Attorney, he thought it would be good to reach out to this firm. And they're a specialty in employment law. The State's Attorney and Assistant State's Attorney are not employment law specialists, so to speak. That's not their, and they did advise us, and ultimately the decision is up to this board what we do. But I've got questions that I believe this attorney who deals with this a lot and deals with North Dakota Insurance Reserve Fund, where they handle these kind of things. That's where I'm coming from. Yeah, ultimately it's our decision, but there are questions, and I think it would be best to get the best advice possible. And I don't think the fee is out of line, and it's not something I believe that we're looking at anything long term, whether it be one or two meetings with him, it's not going to amount to a lot of money. It's not like he's handling a case. It's just that we're asking for some advice. And I just think that's a prudent thing to do. This is a serious matter. It's affecting our employees, and I think we need the best advice possible from someone that specializes in this kind of these kind of situations.
Mr. Chairman, I agree. I think that we have to be assured that the decisions that we're making, we have all the information, all the consequences, if you will, of our decisions. So I would have to agree with Tracy that for the few dollars that we're going to spend for some reassurance that the decisions we make are good decisions, I would still want to move ahead with this.
Any more discussion? Any more discussion? Yep.
Okay.
Not, we'll have roll call.
Commissioner Marsh,
Yes.
Commissioner Dolzall,
Yes.
Commissioner Pelton,
No.
Commissioner Kleeman,
No.
Commissioner Beener.
No.
Motion fails. One thing I think, if we're going to call these special meetings, I think as a courtesy to the members, at least call us and see when we can make it. I mean, I got to drop a lot of things I had planned today. But at least if everybody can make it at the same time, I think it's a courtesy to everybody.
Well, this was called by Chairman Boehner, so I'll make sure I talk to him.
Chairman Boehner told me he did not call this,
You
What I
reached
mean-
out to him, yeah.
but I think as a courtesy to the commission, I think they should be asked, see when they can make it and stuff. I know Cody always did when he called them. If there's no other business, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Second,
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Um,
Opposed? Carried.